Yo. Hey. What's up, guys? How's it going? Good to see you all. Let me turn on the donations. Excuse me. And the alerts. So it'll go ding when somebody subscribes. That's not even what the sound sounds like. Anyway, what's good, guys? Good to see you. Pulling up the chat right now. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. A good weekend. Peace and positivity to everybody. I'm gonna play you guys this new track I just finished to put some noise in the background while people are coming in. Tell me what you guys think of this one. Oh, I gotta find it first. I honestly forget when I named it. There it is. Interstellar. That's what the song is called. I think this one might be a revelation for me. It's very simple, much more so than a lot of my other tracks, just because I kind of have a tendency to make things very full. But with this one, I tried to, keep it under control, keep it simple, and it's still it's like a little bit, like a few things saying a lot is what I was going for. Here's what it sounds like. I'm gonna skip in a little, since this is not a mix. Hey, what's up? Okay, now I can see you guys. Mateus, good to see you. Darius. Dario, nice. Hello, dude. You alright, Julian? Yeah, I'm good. I was zoning out for a second there because I had to, I actually got new Wi-Fi in my house. You guys know, those of you who watch my streams frequently, the Wi-Fi was sometimes dropping out. But we got it fixed, and I had to log in to the Wi-Fi for the first time, actually, on my chat computer. So I was just like, looking in this direction for a minute there. Techno, man, you already know. And I'm gonna be doing something interesting today on this stream as well. I'll say more in a second. Yeah, I'll break it down. Unmastered as well. Walking into a live session. I'm gonna give the breakdown on that in a second, Nev. Richard Williams, good to see you, man. Techno Viking. That is me. I got the Techno Viking beard. At least I can see such drum cuts out. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Love to sign this either of those two labels. Yo, what's good? Will Johnson, good to see you, man. So that's the tune. It gets a little bit more interesting in a sec, though. Needs more crunch. I like the lead because it's simple. It's like, it's literally 3 notes. But yeah, that's the vibe. I just finished that one. Like, that's literally like a day of work, but came together really quick. But anyway, guys, now that we got some more people in here, I'm giving you the breakdown of what's going on today. So today, I am doing a different type of feedback stream. Today, I'm actually going to be working on your tracks. Basically, what I'm doing is you donate $15, and I will work on your stems of your track or your idea. It could just be an 8-bar loop. It could be a full track. It could be, you know, whatever it may be. But you just send me your stems, and I will work on them for 15 minutes. And we will, yeah, hopefully I can help you out. And then I'll also send back, probably, if it's easy to do. I mean, it will be easy to do, but if it doesn't have any problems, I will send back the project files as well, so you can have those. But yeah, I wanted to try this. I feel like it's a little bit of a different type of feedback stream. I know some people like work on project files and stuff, but today, I don't know. I've tried doing that before. It just like tends to be a bit difficult. But like I said, if you send me the stems, I'll work on it for like 10-15 minutes. You know, give you some like really detailed feedback, helping you out and stuff. I don't know. I just thought it was a more interesting way to kind of divide my services with the feedback, if that makes any sense. Because I get a lot of people asking if they can just send me their project files and work on them, and like they're willing to pay for it. But in this case, we can do it on the stream. Everybody learns, and it's a little bit more efficient. Because otherwise, like working on project files can become a mess. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like me saying that hasn't caught up with like the live stream. Like there's like a little bit of a delay between me talking and the stream, and so I'm like looking at the chat, and yeah, I think I just need to wait until you guys hear that. But then when you guys are hearing me say this, you'll already have heard that. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I don't know. Don't have anything to work on right now until I pull that up. Let me play this track. I mean, I have stuff I could work on, but I'm not trying to get in it. There's another track I just finished. Let me turn it up a little. I think I worked on this one on the stream. Cool idea. Yeah, and I mean, I'll also give feedback as well today, like the way I regularly do it. Like, if you guys want to just send in your track, you can do that. I will definitely, whatever it's called, I'll definitely just give regular feedback as well. But if you want to do the stems thing, we could also do that. Going back to the studio, Julian, need to finish my track. Alright, peace out, dude. Thanks for coming through. Let's play the break. Got some neurofunk influence in there. Let's play with sounds. Where do I send this thing? Send it to the email in the description. It's literally at the top of the description. I low-key forgot I finished this track. Pretty tight one. I've been working on like this idea of like having something happen literally in eighth note before the drop. Like if you listen to this. there's that little sound. It just happens like really quickly there. You don't even like really process it when you hear it, but it just like, it becomes more of like a background layer than like a very obvious vocal sample. But I feel like it's a cool way to jump into the drop there. I also did that in Interstellar, because if I skip forward to the bridge, there's like that little just literally an eighth note before the drop. Yeah, I just feel like it's a interesting way to jump into the drop there. Definitely recommend playing around with that if you're doing techno. Like, the thing that I'm really learning is just that you need to make it simple and you need to not make it too crazy. Just try and like, it's more about setting up a few elements that you can tell the whole story of the track with just those elements than it is like setting up stuff that you're gonna end up, adding a bunch of other layers on top of later. Like, set up your main things. Like, this track I think is a good example of that. Like, I gotta skip to the lead. Hear how it's like there, just playing a little bit, and once we get to here, then it becomes more rapid fire, and it's constantly changing. I have lots of automation on it and stuff, and it's not just to say like, I'm so amazing, let me be an example, but I'm saying like, this is how you sort of like have one sound or a few sounds that tell the story over the course of the track, like I said, as opposed to, this is just a little element and there's going to be 50,000 other layers on top of it that you're going to forget about. This is a lot more memorable. Trying to find the part where it's like, trying to find the part where it goes do 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 over top of the whole thing. Can't find that. What's up with you guys today though? How are you guys doing? Not like what's up with you guys, but like what's up with you guys? Excuse me. This is a track. I actually already signed this a while ago. I think it's coming out in October. Here's the track I just finished. This is like house, but with a very techno influence to it. Also, this is my favorite intro I've ever made. So it's a lot more exciting. It's not just like drums. I haven't heard it on headphones in a minute. Now I'm just like playing tracks. I would open something up, but I want to get into the feedbacks. It's like I know if I open up a project file, I'm gonna get too excited and get really wrapped up in working on it. But I just haven't gotten a lot of submissions just yet. That's why we gotta do this for a minute. This is a track I finished a minute ago. This is coming out on Funkin' Deep, on one of their syndication compilations. Shout out my dude Restek. This one you can hear it's a little bit different though because we don't have a rumble kick. Like all these other tracks. Phantom Thieves, which you guys have heard. One I just played you. All of these. It's all rumble kicks, but this one is still a techno track. It still, has all the techno qualities to it. It's very driving. It's very, it does that whole thing. But no rumble kick, just a regular kick. But then the key here is the rumble kick is very fat, right? That's the whole idea of it. And I'll play this for you, so You can actually hear what I'm saying. Rumble kick is very fat. When you work with just a kick and a bass, oftentimes it can be hard to really get at that same fatness. But that's what I was going for here. Making the bass and kick as fat as just a rumble kick would be. So you can still drop this in a set with other regular techno tracks. Oh, yeah, there's that one. Let me see. I'm actually gonna pull up this thing that I was working on. I tried making a track at 135 BPM. I'll play that for you guys. Some harder stuff you're not used to from me. I'm also gonna post on my Instagram story. So far, all I have is a kick. But I made this little acid line. I'll show it to you. Actually, just occurred to me that I have to recreate it, but that's okay. But I got this new synth called Legend. It's pretty tight. I like it a lot. You hear it's just like really fat. This isn't an ad either. They did not pay me for this, but there's like this one really good acid sound in here. And I remember what the MIDI was. I was trying to make like a more underground sounding acid line, like something that isn't so like just no like business techno, but more like I said, just more raw. It was like something like this. Like just super like raw, you know? Which like some people would hear this and probably still think it's like not that hard. It's clipping though. Yeah, I thought I had saved this, but I guess I didn't. It happens, but it was so like cool when I was working with it before. I'm trying to show you guys my enthusiasm. That I can pretty much just recreate it. This is what happens when you have ADHD. You think you saved things that you didn't. There it is. Yo, what's good with you guys? How are you guys doing today? Okay, about the sun. Oh, hey, there you are. Tommy Echelon. Good to see you, but yeah, sounds good. Take your time. let's move this filter a bit. Really not normal how fast you are. In this case, I kind of already had the melody. Like, I already had the idea. For me, it's just more so, like, the idea. Like, it's just hard to come up with that. But not even that it's hard. I mean, it comes pretty easily usually, but it's like, it's not a question of, like, if I can recreate the idea in my head. It's just, like, I need to come up with the idea in my head. That was my reference. Like, I need a 303 reference. Like a track where I'm just referencing it for how the 303 sounds. The key is just really like blending it with the rumble as well. This kick is just sampled as well. I'll probably switch that out. Give my own rumble. Alright, well, sounds pretty cool. Let's save that. When did you start producing? I started producing 6 years ago. We're coming up on 7 years, though, when 2020 comes. I have to get used to that. I feel like 6 years producing and 7 years producing, like, this feels like such a difference there. Like, saying I've been producing for 7 years is so long, but 6 years is just like, Anyway, Tommy. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you, man. I just saw the donation as well as the submission. Let's pull this up. Kind of. Yeah, that's the thing. For the 6 years that I've been producing, I've just, like, as hard as you see me going on my channel every day, I've been doing that. Like, I've been constantly trying as hard as I can to do as much as I can. So it's like everybody's at a different pace. Like, you may not be able to start a YouTube channel after 6 years, but yeah, it's just like where you want to take it. All right, let's hear this one from Tommy. It's a quick loop I made with a bunch of sounds to play with. Looking forward to seeing how you take it. Nice. Here we go. Maybe I'll like find some cool sounds to sample in some of these. No, just kidding. Let's download this right quick out the Dropbox. There it is. We save it. You out there? We out here, fam. It's taking a minute to download. This is the kind of stuff, like, this stuff is pretty manageable because I'm just working with stems that can make, oh, just froze. This is the kind of stuff that can make working with just like a project file very difficult because it takes a long time to download these things on the stream and stuff. You want all the stems, about 40 tracks. Actually, yeah, that's another thing. If you have a lot of stems, it doesn't really, I don't know. You can send whatever you want. It is easier, though, if you just kind of group the main things together because it's like, I can still give you pretty detailed information here in groups. It'll just make it a little bit smaller of a file, I guess. Yo, Julian. FLP Nation, good to see you, dude. It's a lot of work to manage a channel. Yeah, well, it's like, before I had the YouTube channel, I was just like all day producing as well. So it's a lot of work to do this. But yeah, I mean, you can send all the stems. It's just gonna be a bigger file. You're Julian FLP Nation. Peter, good to see you, my dude. How are you? Go for it. You're awesome, Julian. Thank you very much, Will Mac Beats. I've learned a lot from you guys. Like, that's the thing. You guys are like, oh, I've learned so much from you, but dude, like, my entire like musical progression of being able to get to a point where I can just say, I want to make techno. I'm gonna make the best possible techno tracks I can. I'm gonna just make them, really good, very efficient as well, so I can make a lot of stuff. Like, even me just being able to get to that place, like, I learned that from you guys. Like, you guys say you learned stuff from me, and I've definitely taught you things, but like, I feel like I have, like, being real, like, I feel like I've really, like, learned a lot just from, like, talking to you guys and stuff. So, yeah, thank you. Alright, oof. Well, I guess maybe I can just, like, delete all the ALS files if I just search them. Guess not. Because I don't think I can drag those in. Alright, whatever. We're just going to try. Yeah, so all I got to do is just drag these in here. Yeah, there we are. Okay, cool. Reset warp markers. It's taking a second. Further teaching production helps you become. It definitely does, and it just teaches you a lot about like production in general, and like not even just like production, but like just the music making process and like being a more like full artist and creator. All right, let's hear this one. There's probably a bunch of groups that I need to. I don't know. Fly just flew into my room. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to this, and then I'm gonna use the stems to show you what I'm talking about. Oh god. It's buffering, hang on. Bruh. Gotta not do this. Alright, give it a second to buffer the samples. I don't know why that's happening. Andre, thank you for subscribing. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up on here while these samples buffer, but oh my god, bruh, how does this work? There we are. It's also like listening to feedback tracks teaches you to be a better producer. It's off to a strong start.
We're getting hectic. We're getting hectic. We gon' slit kiss. With that it click. We so electric.
Don't you have a job? No, I produce for a living.
We're getting hectic.
Luckily, having this YouTube channel makes that a possibility.
We those lit kids, so come on, tell me how you like it. We that it clicks, so come on, show me how you roll. We're so electric, everybody know we got the line.
Alright, so I'm listening to the track, and then I'm gonna go through. I'm making notes, and then I'm gonna go through and work on stuff. But right off the bat, this is not bad. Early Bird? I have. Yeah, this is really loud. It sounds like it's mastered. Okay, so the first thing that I'm hearing with this one is I feel like you can work on your drums and your percussion. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this drum group. Alright, yeah, so we're going to mute that. And I'm going to put all of these different like claps and hi-hats and all of that type of stuff in a group. Because what's happening here is it's just not really hitting hard enough. Like, I say this with almost everything, but it's because it really, really is a thing that a lot of people need to work on. And basically, alright, there we go. So now all that is in a group. Let's get this ride and the shaker up in there, up in that piece. What is this tomb? Yeah, we're going to put that in the drum group as well. Alright, and then yeah, like I said, like all of this stuff, you need to group it together and try to make it sound stronger together. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to put some drum bass on this group. And we're going to also boost the high end a little bit. We're going to cut out the low end. And now you can hear it's a lot like more full sounding in the mix. There we go. And then with that, I'm also going to just take the basses, you know, put them in a group with the kick. It's the standard stuff. I do this in a lot of my videos, but it's like, this is stuff that really makes a difference and is really going to make your, it's really going to make your track sound professional. I mean, this is what the professionals do. Alright, slowly waiting for that to go up. There we go. And then we're going to put a bit of drum bass, or let's use the saturator on there. We'll also go on the basses, cut it a little bit at 100 hertz. But yeah, I definitely would recommend doing this instead of putting your kick in the group with the percussion, because it's like, the kick is the low end just as much as the bass is. And you need them to feel even and like mixed together. There it is. Already the mix is just so much more full and together sounding. So I'm listening to the vocal as well. I feel like the vocal could be a bit stronger in the mix. Let's turn this up. Like even just turning them up helps a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit of this waves thing on here as well, like the CLA vocals. This is not a secret. A lot of people use this. But this is a really good way to make your vocals stand out. Like, typically, people use this for, like, the delay and the reverb and, like, pretty much everything in here. What I'll usually do is I'll turn off the delay and the reverb. Like, we'll turn off reverb, turn off the delay. And we just use this to push the vocals a little bit more. Like, we'll give it a bit more of this bite. Compress it a little bit more.
party elite. Put your hands up, get up on your feet.
I'm not gonna use the stereo stuff.
Put your hands up, get up on your feet. Cause we're the party elite. Put your hands up, get up on your feet. Don't let those bottles drop. We're gonna run this town.
Yeah, so you can feel that's sitting a lot better in the mix now.
Don't let those bottles drop. We're gonna run.
And if I turn this off, you can hear. Even if I turn it up to be as loud as it was, it's still not as strong sounding as this. So those are the main things with this one. I'd also say you could turn your effects up a bit. Like I know you have this effects group here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so let me mute all of these little effects here. But if you take those and kind of turn them up a little bit, it's gonna make your mix stronger, because I feel like right now it's just kind of it's like you have these builds, but they don't really like feel like they're getting intense. It just feels like they're building a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like you need to really work on the intensity, and part of that is really just having these effects be a bit louder. When it loads, but like you can hear it just from turning that up there, like having those really on top of the mix makes these, like, that's what really brings this to life. It's like, if you just have pianos and vocals, or just synths and vocals, or whatever it may be, like just the basic elements and the vocals, it's not really gonna work that well. But you've done a good job here of adding like this ambience and like these different layers of effects and stuff like that in the background. So you need to really play that up and really make sure that it's being heard on top of the mix. Like when you really get those driving you into that next part of the track, it just feels so much more like a proper song, What is your go-to master for house/minimal house? That's a good question. Do you mean like my go-to mastering chain, or like who I use to master? With house and minimal house, I do it the same as I do techno. I just use Ableton stuff really for my mastering. Like, the thing for me is I'm not the best with mastering, but I do know what I'm doing. I know how it's working, so I can get it done. But I just try and keep it, like, simple and clean. Like, I don't try to, like, it's really more about my mixes to me than it is about the mastering. So, for me, it's just like, the basic Ableton stuff you see in a lot of my videos. EQ8, compressor, saturator, a little bit of limiter at the end to just turn it up. It's not really too complicated. I'll show you with this. So we got our pre-master right now. So usually I'll start with like a bit of EQ8, like I'll put on the low end boost, a little bit of a high end boost. In this case usually I would also do this, like cut at about 250 hertz. This track actually has a pretty good like low mid-range to it already, so I don't really need to do that. It's pretty clean. Tuned in late, how are you? After Generation, what's good? All good. But yeah, you can hear this just kind of like fills out the track a little bit more, because we're getting a bit more of the sharp high end and a bit more of the powerful low end. It's like focusing on the two like main things for this kind of music. After that, usually I'll use, like I said, a bit of saturation. Like we could put this down a little. I'm only turning that down because it's going to get the same loudness after. You can hear what that does. It really makes the track feel full and tied together and tight. Then I'll usually get a bit of compression. Turn off the makeup gain. Turn up the attack a little as well. You can do that. Also helps to tie the track together. It's like we're just trying to do subtle things, really. I would say with this thing. But yeah, and this stuff definitely helps this track as well. Like with this track, that was definitely something I was gonna say. Is like I feel like you can tie everything together a little more. Like, you know, if you listen to it. With these on, the mix does feel quite a bit more together and tight and even. But yeah, then the last thing is the limiter, just to get that volume up. And there it is. But you can see, like, the subtle things make the big differences with the mastering. Because, you know, when you turn on 3 subtle things, it does a lot. Yeah, no problem. I also want to show how to master this track. I think the mastering does help with this track, because, like, if you listen to this one down here, which is definitely mastered, it feels more even. But you can hear when we compare these now, the kick and the bass sound so much fatter and so much more full. Sorry, I just cut. Oh, okay, all good. Do you suggest mixing to -6 dB headroom? Yeah, usually, I mean, I always say to get it between -4 and -6. Like, I don't ever want it to be just perfectly -6. It's hard to get it at perfectly -6, too. I mean, like, a lot of times, you'll have your track, and it'll be, like, the drop will sound great, and it'll be at a certain volume, and then you don't realize it, but, like, one effect sound is a little too loud, and then it turns it up even louder than the drop when that effects plays. Like, stuff like that. I don't know. I try to make it more even and then get it there. Could I send you my track to take a look at it? Yeah, of course, After Generation. Send it through. If you want to send your stems, that'd be great. I would definitely love to help you out. But yeah, so those are the main things with this one, I would say. I'm going to save this really quick. Feedback 1. Alright, there we go. Cool. Well, first one down. I will be right back, guys. I'm going to grab some water, and then I'll be doing more of these. And I'm still giving regular feedback, too. If you guys want to just send a track through, like just a regular track for feedback, doesn't have to be the stems, definitely do that as well. But yeah, one sec. Be right back. I'm back. Well, yeah, we got the most amount of people I think we've had since the stream started. Should probably say, what's up? Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Make sure to slam that like button and hit the subscribe if you haven't already. I'm giving feedback today, so if you want to send your tracks through, definitely send them through. Poop Burke. Yep, exactly that. Stems, lol, don't have the stems ready yet. Can really fix it. Oh, all good. I feel you. Well, yeah, just send me the track. That's cool. Let's see if I got any while I was up. I did not. Nice. Oh, we got a few submissions, actually. I have one. Alright, let's hear this one from... Thank you for sending that one through, Tommy. Definitely, cool working on some house like that. The next one here is from Ime. Hi, I've been sending this track, but I think I was sending it too late and I was not able to catch up. All good. Let's check it out now. Humming laptop. Cool artwork. Very cool artwork. Ooh. Also, sorry for the background noise, guys. Got some fans on. It's very hot. Oops. Ooh. I want to hear this as like a Death Grip song. Check your inbox. I just got it after Generation. Nice ear rape. No, that was cool. It was a nice blend of ear rape and interesting sound design. I'll say Ime, definitely type 1. I feel like just turn this into like a full beat. Like make this into something and give it to somebody to rap over. Somebody who can do like something interesting with it. Honestly, I want to give this to my roommate. The other thing here is though is like this synth. So what makes the difference between this and like something that I would say sounds a little bit more professional is if you listen to the notes here. The notes, you can't really follow it with that main, like, the humming laptop sound. If you could come up with something more, like, I almost wanted to say repetitious, but, like, something with more repetition that is more, like, locked into a certain thing as opposed to, you know, just, like, having it play a bunch of notes. Just find something catchy that you can repeat that still sounds kind of glitchy like that. But yeah, thank you for singing that one through, man. This next one here from After Generation. This is my template that I produced for my collab with HB's Secret Productions. Hope you like it. They for sure did nice. Let's hear it. Man, back on the hard style. I want to hear these kind of leads in a techno track. This reminds me of a sexually frustrated level 27 side-up. That is one way to describe it. best reaction ever. That's all you could ever hope for. Oh yeah, After Generation. This one's pretty tight. Like musically, it's definitely on fire like that. Those kind of like dreamy melodies are very good. I like that a lot. The only thing I'll say is like the hardstyle tracks I've been listening to, which have mostly been the ones that you have said to listen to. I'll try to pull one up now. They like, I feel like their kicks hit harder. Like, I mean, I can just show you this. Like, you just need that like attack to your kick. That like that really hard hitting punch to it. Other than that though, everything with the kick sounds very good. So yeah, I would just keep working on that. All right, let's see if we have any more submissions. We do not. Let me see if I got anything else going on here. This is a nice chill little stream though. Nice just chatting with a few of you guys for once. This is a very catchy track. I wonder if I still have any tracks that I made back when I was making stuff like this. I have this remix I did. This was for some people named Cosmos and Creature. It's not very good though, to be honest.
See your face in a new place.
Wait. I'll send one more. All good. That's like a track I made back when I was doing these kind of tracks. You can hear like it's not quite. Mine was not quite there. I still need to figure out a little bit more musically for that. Here's a track I produced. Okay, tell me what you guys think of this. This is a hip hop track I produced with my roommate. Well, I produced it. He's rapping, but I honestly think that this is a hit, low key. Tell me what you guys think.
Sliding in the coupe, y'all know what we do. Looking for the truth, looking for the truth. Can I find you? I'm sliding in the coupe. Y'all know what we do. Looking for the truth. I'm feeling greater than infinity. They can't put it into me. Radiating constantly, they feeding off my energy. Foresight is legacy. Hindsight I'll never see. Stairway to heaven if they ever wanna step to me. I'm started wicked small, yeah. That's a big bang though. Came through with my dogs, oh. What you think we came for? Careful. Get it poppin' in this thing, so drop it to your ankles and I'ma drop a bang, bro. Sliding in the coupe, y'all know what we do. Looking for the truth, looking for the truth. Where can I find you? I'm sliding in the coupe, y'all know what we do. Looking for the truth, looking for the truth. Okay, I'm out here looking, where's it hiding? No, I live in the mirage. I ain't talking about Nevada though. Bet it on the rise, then I go home with the pot of gold. If they switch your sides, give them Tide Pods, adios. Bitch, I live in party mode, sorta flip like car stunts with it. Several different women whipping up some sauce in the kitchen. I'm a wizard with it, even I'm in.
Yeah, that's something, definitely want to put that one out. Yo, I think I just got, like, another, guess not. Okay, whoa. Oh, I did get another submission. Oh, okay, there it is, nice. Another one from After Generation. It's pretty dope. Thank you, yeah. Dude, I want to put that one out somehow. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a single for him or something, but I think that one is a hit. One is official remix, and one is just stupid hard trap remix. Nice, I want to hear the hard trap remix.
Ready for whatever, and my word is born. We keep on drifting deep into the song. Surrounded by the cold, what is going on? Leaving through the sound as my life goes on.
Whoa, bro. stereo kick.
Traveling somewhere, could be anywhere.
Oh.
There's a coldness into the sound. We drift deep.
Alright, that one's crazy. You gotta get that, whatever it's called. You gotta get Skrillex to play that one. Comments always late. I think there might be something going on with the comments today. Who knows?
I don't wanna force the
Maybe you just mean that you
but I know
commented
you're
late.
the one to always jump the gun. And there's a lot of people like you who can't say what they've done. They can't admit they're wrong. And I found it out the hard way. I was about to meet you halfway, but you were busy making your move, and now it's way too late. So is it safe to say that you played it safe when you walked away? Was it too hard to
This is very different for hard style.
say that you left me here and you're sorry we're not anything anymore? So am I right or wrong for writing this song when it's said and done? But I'm still holding on, cause you left me here and I'm sad that we're not anything anymore. So am I right or wrong for writing this song when it's said and done? But I'm still holding on, cause you left me here and I'm sad that we're not anything.
Yeah, this one's very big. Really loud. I didn't put one of those the little like bandpass distortion hardstyle fills in a techno track. Alright, well. Tight one after Generation. Not a lot to say. It's cool. Interesting to hear that kind of like very, very poppy music with hardstyle, like in a hardstyle track. Anyway, guys, stream is pretty much done. I've been on for like an hour now. It's been nice. Short little stream, but I got stuff to do, so I think I'm gonna go. Thank you so much to everybody who came through. It was really great seeing you guys, as always. Love talking to you guys. Love communicating and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, go check out today's video. It just dropped a new video that's been requested a bunch. It is the kind of music tutorial. If I pronounced it wrong, I apologize. We got some And Me, Adam Port, Rampa vibes in there. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. I love you all. Peace.